Hey, what's going on, guys? Daniel Kump here. Listen, I wanted to shoot this video for you to take you through the entire Digital Altitude process, okay? So I'm going to walk you through the actual Digital Altitude system itself, but I also want to show you specifically all the things that you're going to need really in order to understand what it's going to take to be successful with Digital Altitude. So not only just using the system itself, but also what might be some extra, like external things that you might need. So with most online marketing businesses, you're also going to need an email follow-up system. A lot of people either use Aweber, MailChimp, GetResponse. I know there's a bunch of other ones out there, but those are probably the three that are the most popular. So I'm going to take you through the Digital Altitude system itself, and then I'm also going to show you how the email marketing software works, and then also the number one most important thing that you guys need to know when you come into Digital Altitude and you use this system. The number one thing that you're going to have to do, it's really the only thing that you have to do, which is so great about the system because it's a done for you system. They give you the sales funnels, the capture pages, they even give you the follow-up emails if you want to use those, if you don't want to brand yourself and you just want to use the emails that are in the system. So they give you that. The coaches that help train you also close your sales for you. So as you're bringing in people, the coaches are going to close the sales for you. So I'll get into it and I'll show you that, and I'll show you all the steps and how they work, and then kind of at what point you get to do certain things. But the number one most important thing with this system, and really your only singular one responsibility as an affiliate for Digital Altitude, is driving traffic. But also guess what too? There's a coach that is going to show you and teach you how to drive traffic. If you've never been online, if you've never had an online business before, the only one thing that you need to worry about is driving traffic. The coaches will show you how to do that. So we'll get into all of that, but I wanted to make this video for you to literally show you exactly what it's going to take for you to have success with Digital Altitude. So there's a lot of big income claims out there on YouTube and on Facebook and all over the web. You guys can search them and you can see people making, 10, 20, 30, $100,000 a month. Most of those income claims are true, but a lot of the times what those videos do is they show you, hey, look how much money I'm making, which is cool. But I actually wanted to make this video because I wanted to show you more of the nuts and bolts and the pieces in between, and see if I can connect some of those missing links so you guys can understand exactly, if you're just an everyday Joe average person, like for me, like I'm just a guy from New Hampshire. I was never really successful prior to Digital Altitude. I've had success, moderate success with other network marketing companies. I'm 39 years old now. I was first introduced to network marketing back when I was 24, and instantly I saw the vision. I had lunches and dinners with people that were making $40,000, $50,000, $300,000 a month, just crazy, crazy money. And I knew that if they could do it, I could do it. But for years, I'm talking years, I just dabbled. I just dipped my toes in the water. I didn't really go all in. And until, finally this one guy that I was following on YouTube introduced me to Digital Altitude, and I went through and I saw some of the videos, and then I decided to give it a shot. And after working through the training, learning the training, and working with some of the coaches, and I'll be honest with you, man, the coaches are friggin' awesome. They're really great people, just like me and you, except they've just had a little more success with online marketing. Well, after working with some of the coaches, I made a decision, okay? Because my wife and I were literally sitting at that dining room table that you see right behind us. And, for those of you that don't know me, we have a son. He's got a lot of special challenges. He's almost 3 years old, and he's still, he can't crawl, he can't walk, he can't grab onto things, he can't eat on his own. And, we don't know what we're going to come across with in life. And we finally, we were sitting at that table, and she had a stack of bills in front of her. I had a stack of bills in front of me. And, my wife used the words, "this life." And when she did that, I just said, you know what, enough. I'm tired of just kind of going through the paycheck to paycheck, or going through the standard job, which is JOB, just over broke. And we made a decision to go all into this business. So first thing I did was I made a decision. I believed in myself. I talked to my wife about it. She believed in me. We went for it, and now I'm finding success with Digital Altitude. And you know what, guys? If I can do it, man, you can totally do this too. So let's get into this. I want to show you exactly what it's going to take for you to have success in this business. So I'm going to minimize my mug, and I'm going to show you literally from the day that you sign up what you're going to have to do to find success, okay? So here we go. All right, so first thing you're going to do, let's say you signed up today. The very first thing that you're going to want to do, guys, is you're going to want to call your coach, okay? Because your coach is going to help you strategize and get to the levels that you want to get to. He's going to set income goals for you, or you're going to help set your own income goals, how much money you want to make per month, so on and so forth. Now, one of the things to realize too is, just realize this, coaches are everyday people just like me and you, okay? They work Monday through Friday. They work kind of normal, businessy hours. So if you go to call your coach and they don't answer, that's okay. Either A, leave a message, or you can, within that call your coach, you can schedule an appointment, okay? So, but just you want to get that out of the way first thing, okay? So once you get that out of the way, most likely you're going to have your steps. You're going to go to startup right here, okay? Once you go to, let me back up. The other thing that you're going to want to do, a lot of the coaches like to communicate through Skype, which is really cool because you can use screen share. So you can share your screen, they can share their screen, and it's just a great way for you guys to connect. So these are kind of like 1 and 2. So download Skype and then call your coach right away. The next thing you're going to want to do is get listen to this welcome message from the founder, Michael Force, who has been in the online marketing space for the last 15 years. And he's an amazing guy. I've met him in person. I met him a few weeks ago in Las Vegas. Absolutely awesome dude. So after you call your coach, the next thing you're going to want to start doing is going through steps 1 and 2. These most likely will be unlocked so you can do them, okay? If they're not, again, that's why you want to call your coach, but you want to start going through the training steps, okay? And Michael's going to walk you through each training step. Just be prepared. One more thing, guys, too. As you go through the training steps, just have some paper, have a pen. Be prepared to take some notes because there's 18 total training steps, and the training steps are literally going to walk you through as if you've never done online marketing all the way to the very end, and they're going to teach you every single principle and step along the way that's going to prepare you to be successful as an online marketer. So it's a completely done for you training system that's going to get you ready to go by the time you get to that 18th step. Now, some of the steps are, an hour and change long, and some of them are only 10 minutes. Sorry, dogs are barking over there. So just be prepared to sit, listen, even if you have to go through the training steps, a couple of times to let the information soak in. And also realize this too, let's say you do your first 1 or 2 or 3 training steps and then you get to that next one and it's locked. That's actually a good thing, okay? Because the coaches, what they want to do is they're going to review the information with you first, make sure that you understand it, then you can move on to the next training step. So that is also what is really special about this system. They make sure that, unlike a network marketing company or something like that, they make sure that you understand the information before you move on to the next step. Okay? So anyways, you're going to go through steps 1, 2, 3, etc. And you're going to get all the way to step 6. After you get to step 6, okay, you're going to have a strategy session with what's called your startup coach. Okay. Once you have a strategy session, they're going to open those steps up and they're going to hand you off to the next coach, which is your setup coach. Okay. And then again, you're going to go through step 7, 8, 9. As you start going through these steps, you're going to have daily interactions with your setup coach. Okay. And then after you get to step 12, you're going to have another session with your setup coach, and then your scale up coach is going to take you through daily sessions as well. And your setup and your scale up coach is actually the same coach, okay? So, but be prepared, once you guys get to this level, you're going to be talking to your coach at least probably once a day, all right? And then I think it's right around step 15 that you actually have your final strategy session, okay? And in that final strategy session, you break down how much money you're looking to make per month. Your coach is going to help you map out exactly how you're going to get there, how long it's going to take, and then they're also going to talk about some of the options and some of the ways that you can get there, okay? So again, very, very proven, time-tested system, and for me, I got a lot of value in that. And the other one thing that I want to add with you guys here too is, as you go through the training steps, I know a lot of us, we want to learn the tactical stuff. What is the physical stuff that I need to go do, like the web pages, the traffic, the sales funnels, the capture pages, all that good stuff. That's part of it. but I think realistically, one of the most important things that you got to realize is the mindset, okay? Having the right mindset to have your own personal business, have your business that you can work from home, and really getting you right in the head to take on the type of income that you're going to be bringing in with this system. And it really just can't be for anybody, okay? So again, a lot of people, they really take the mindset piece for granted, and they just want to rush through the training, and they want to get to the tactical stuff. You know, how do I set up my page? How do I start driving traffic? Where do I start driving traffic? Those are all things that you're going to get to eventually. But I also want you to realize that the mindset piece is very, very, very important. And for me, like I told you, over the last 15 years, I was worried about the tactical shit. You know, what do I got to do? Who do I got to talk to? How do I got to do it? How? And I didn't realize that until I actually made that decision, sitting right back there at that table, until I actually made the mental decision to go for this. That's when I started finding success, okay? Now, so just don't take it for granted, okay? So let's finish going through this. Now, get rid of that. So after you have your business strategy session, they're going to open up these last few steps here, I think 16, 17, and 18. And then at this point, once you get through here, that is when your scale-up coach will pass you onto your traffic coach, okay? And let me just show you the training tab right here. There's lots of different strategies, okay? So this is basically where you first start learning about traffic and different types of traffic. So the do's and don'ts of solo ads, banner ads, and blogging, how to do blogging, social media secrets, exploding conversions using video marketing, you know, kind of this is what I'm doing right here, which is video marketing, content, how to create great content, writing articles for traffic and conversions, pay-per-click, SEO, which is search engine optimization if you're using Google. So guys, I mean, there's just a ton of training in this back office, and that's only just really a fraction of it. So as an example, if we were going to products here, and eventually all of these tabs, some of these tabs might be locked when you first start out, but then eventually they get all unlocked once you get through your training. I'm not going to get into this again because it's a lot of information, and I don't want to give you too much information overwhelm. But Digital Altitude has now partnered with Social Media University. So there's obviously a ton of information in here, but they literally teach you, you know, if you want to market on YouTube, if you want to market on Instagram, Facebook, etc. There's a lot of information in here. And then I also think once you become a Rise member or higher, they unlock this for you for free, which is really cool. Other than that, it would be a paid membership to Social Media Marketing University. But if you're a Rise member or above, it's free. So really, really cool process there. All right, now, so let's say you've gone through all of your training. I believe once you guys get to level 15 and you do your business plan with your coach, that's when they open up. So if you go into My Marketing, that's when they open up your links, okay? And this is when you can start using the capture page, the sales funnel, the video sales letter. Step 1, you can actually give away step 1 for free if you have any people that are interested, the sign up page. And this whole funnel all flows together, okay? So once somebody logs into the capture page here, they're just going to go straight through the funnel. Now, this is a free funnel that you can use. Now, specifically for me, I don't use this funnel. I actually use a different funnel. I'm also a member of Online Sales Pro, and I use this is the capture page and sales funnel that I use right here, because the video is a little more interactive, it's a little more real life, and it also converts really, really well. It usually converts between 40 and 45% depending on the traffic source that I use, okay? So again, that's just me, and a lot of you guys have seen this funnel here. I mean, I'll play it for you if you want. But this is what it would look like. That's a little loud. I don't know if you heard that, but so this is the funnel I use, and people get to click in here and go through that. Again, that's just me. You guys can, oops, go back here. you guys can certainly use the funnel that comes with Digital Altitude, which also works very well. And I would say probably 75 to 80% of the people in DA use the funnel that's given. That's also part of the done for you system, guys, is you're given the capture page, you're given the sales page, you're given all of everything you need to do. Now, as I mentioned from the beginning, once you go through the training steps, you go through all 18 training steps, you have your business session with your coach, you create your income goals, you create your vision board, you get everything set up and ready to go. Now, once you've gotten to that point, you could have gone to Rise, you could have gone to Ascend, you could have gone to Peak like I did, you could have gone all the way up to Apex. At this point, once you go through the training, now the one thing that you have to do is you have to work with your traffic coach and you have to start driving traffic to your capture page or your website. So you can either use Digital Altitude's site, or you can use, you can create your own. If you want to create your own, you can, use an affiliate like Online Sales Pro and you can build your own capture page, or you can use theirs, which is pre-done, or there's other, Digital Altitude funnels out there. You can buy them if you want to, but I would just, again, try to keep it stupid simple and go with, what works, okay? So I'm going to share with you guys an example. So the one other thing that you're going to need for this business, if you just use the Digital Altitude system and you use their capture page that I just showed you, the other thing that you're going to need is an email marketing system to follow up with everybody that goes through your capture page. Now, for me, I use Aweber, and some people use MailChimp, some people use GetResponse, whatever, but you're going to need an email marketing follow-up system. So this is Aweber, and this is the system that I use. Now, let me go back here. So there's two, let me pull this back up. So there's kind of two main ways of driving traffic, okay? Get rid of that. Sure. So there's two main ways of driving traffic. One of the main ways is solo ads. And solo ads is just another way of saying email marketing. When you buy solo ads, you're basically renting somebody else's email marketing list. Somebody that has a really big list. We're talking thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people on this email marketing list. And what they do is they email out their list your opportunity. Okay, that's how a solo ad works. Now, what's great for solo ads, so I'll show you in here. What's great for solo ads is they build up quantity. You go really big with quantity, and you can certainly get a good amount of those people to buy into what you're offering. So you can see this right here. This particular list, so I have almost 5,300 subscribers on this list. That was built all from a solo ad. So I have almost 5,800 total subscribers on my list, and 5,300 of them came from solo ads. Now, I'll show you the income in a second. So you can definitely build your list. And when I first got started back in Digital Altitude, I think I had about 50, maybe 75 people on my email marketing list from another opportunity that I was trying back in the springtime. And so I bought a lot of solo ads when I first got into DA, and I built up my list, and I definitely got some sales from it. But I'm going to show you, for me, once you start using online marketing, it's all about split testing. So you got to split test and figure out what works best for you. For me, Facebook advertising has been the way to go, because I've found that solo ads will give you quantity, but I think Facebook advertising has given me quality. Okay, so I'll give you an example. We'll look back at my email marketing software here. So this one right here, this Facebook Story DA. So I've been running this for the last probably 30 days. I started this back on the 11th of October. So it's literally been just over 30 days. I've brought in 306 leads, okay? Not actual people into my business, but 306 leads, okay? And when you compare that, you could say, wow, well, solo ads, you brought in a lot more people. But let me show you income-wise. So when we go back here, we'll go to my business, then we're going to go into my earnings. So you can see that in the last 30 days, I've earned over $5,300. That's just from Facebook advertising, guys, because all the solo ads were from 2 months ago. So I haven't touched solo ads in like 2 months. And I kind of rechanneled what I was doing, because although the solo ads were working, I was bringing in some dollars, I was bringing in some volume. I wasn't doing it at the level that I wanted to, so I kind of shifted gears and I went into Facebook advertising. So once you guys come on board, you guys are going to have to make a decision of what you want to use. I mean, there are solo ad providers out there that are great. There are some that are not so great, and then there are some solo ad providers that suck, okay? So you need to be very careful, do your research. If you want me to recommend certain solo ad providers, I'll certainly do that. I'll leave my contact information down below on Facebook. You can just reach out to me there, and I will give you what I feel are some good and some not so good solo ad providers. But just do your homework. For me, I think Facebook advertising is the way to go. But again, that's just the success and what I've found to work. You might have something else that works for you. At the end of the day, guys, it's really all just about numbers and conversions and what works best. Now, so let me go back into this for a second. So you can see literally in the last 30 days, I've earned $5,300. And since August, I went live in August, I'm almost at the $10,000 point. So literally in like the last 3 months, I've earned almost $10,000. Now, the Facebook ads, so I'm going to actually show you, this is my Facebook ad, this is my ads manager in my Facebook back office here. And you can see, so if you want to see like literally how much I'm spending to get those results, currently I'm running 2 ads, okay? I'm running a story ad, which is basically a post that has, it's a longer version story. And then I'm running a video ad, which is a nice short, quick video. So those 2 ads so far have cost me, one is $387.50. The other one has cost me $75.50. And you can see that I've run 22 campaigns. Now, again, back to numbers and conversions, I ran 22 different ads because it's all about testing out which one works and which one doesn't. And you can run a Facebook ad for like $5, and in a span of 24 hours, Facebook is going to basically give you data. And I want you guys to realize this too. There's no such thing as lost money. Okay, if you spend money on advertising, you're not losing money. You're gaining insight and you're gaining knowledge on what works and what doesn't. So just realize that, okay? So in those 22 campaigns, I figured out what's working and what's not working. So these other 2 campaigns have generated me over 300 leads in the last 30 days. And in those last 30 days, I've earned over $5,000 from those 300 leads. So you tell me, when you look at what I've spent, just right here, if you look at the total, it's almost $900. So I've spent $900, I've spent $900, but I've made $5,300. So is it worth it? If you tell me, would you trade me $900 if I gave you back over $5,000? Would you do it? I'd do it all day long. So you guys just need to realize that, your traffic, once you go through your 18 steps, traffic is the only thing that you need to worry about, and it doesn't have to be complicated. For me, I'm not a Facebook advertising expert. I do some of the ads myself, but I also have somebody that has been helping me with that. I've actually outsourced that to save time for me. I've outsourced some of those Facebook ads to kind of help me out, and also give it to somebody that I know is a pro at it, and they're getting really, really good results. So again, when you look at the investment, $900 versus $5,300 in the last 30 days, I'll take those conversions and those numbers all day long, and I would imagine that you would too. So that's really it, guys. When you start back here in Digital Altitude, again, when you first come on board, you're going to call your coach. You're going to start going through the training. Go through all 18 training steps, focus heavily on the mindset, and then make sure that you pay attention, you take notes, you learn what's going to happen in there, and you're going to have to apply that too. And So the other thing you're going to need besides the digital altitude system, you can use something like Online Sales Pro, like I do, for an external funnel, or you can use the one that's provided for you, which certainly does convert well. And also keep in mind too that when we were out at the Mastery Marketing event in Las Vegas a few weeks ago, they announced that they're going to be launching several new funnels. So I know I'm excited to try and use those again. I'm going to test and convert all the sales funnels and see which one converts better, and then you go with the best one. But it's just a matter of numbers, guys, and it's just a matter of finding what works. And I want you guys to realize this too, is that the degrees of separation between what works, between finding success and not having success, the degrees of separation are very, very small. Okay, so if you guys are watching this and you're thinking about digital altitude, you have the system. You have the coaches that close the sales for you. You have, the training. You have the mindset training, the educational training, the business training. You have the sales funnels. You have the capture pages. You have the whole thing set up. So the only thing that you really need to worry about, that small thing that you need to worry about, is just driving traffic. And it's just a matter of time before you find something that works for you and you apply it, and then you start having the numbers. Even I know there's people that have bigger and greater numbers than me, but as an example, I've only run those Facebook ads over the last 30 days, and I'm still split testing, okay? So once that really starts gaining some traction and I keep building and building and building that Facebook profile, what we're going to do is we're going to scale that. So, if I've made $5,300 in the last 30 days, I'm going to scale that and get to, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a month. But it's just a matter of building it up over time. And also, realize this too, is that, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not a winning lottery ticket, although, it can feel like it because it is a done-for-you, awesome system. You got to realize that if you want this to work, you're building a long-term business. This can provide for you for years and years and years, and you can break free from your 9 to 5. You can get out of your if you're in a lifestyle, if you're in a job, or if you're in a situation where you hate it, a lot of people ask me like, hey, when I sign up and I'm doing the dollar trial, I'll get back to that in a second. If I'm doing the dollar trial, can I make money? No, you can't. Okay, you got to go through the training. You got to, take that and then apply it. And realistically, in the first 2 weeks, are you gonna make money? Probably not. Can you? Yeah, it's possible, but you got to realize that this is a long-term business, all right? You're building a long-term business that's going to provide for you and your family to enable you to live the lifestyle that you dream about and that most people want, but just think is impossible, but it is possible with this system, okay? So that being said, so back to the dollar trial. And again, if you think it's a scam, if you think it's too good to be true, or whatever it is, you can, everything I just showed you, those 18 steps of training, going through that, looking at, getting your own sales page, a capture page, those sort of things, you can test the entire system out for 2 weeks for $1, okay? For just $1. And after, or within those 2 weeks, you talk to a coach, you come up with a game plan, you go through the training. If you don't like, after going through all of that, if you don't like what you see, you can get a refund and get your dollar back and walk away. It's risk-free, okay? So a lot of people, there's all kinds of, people on YouTube and wherever else saying that, oh, it's a scam. They're full of shit because they just don't know. And I will tell them that to their face. They are full of fucking shit. Because if I can make money, you can make money, okay? So all of those DA is a scam or digital altitude's a scam is all bullshit, all right? I was at the Mastery Marketing event in Las Vegas. I have another video. You can watch that. You can see all the people and everybody else that's making money with this system. And if me, Dan, just a normal dude from New Hampshire, never had success before this, can now use this system and have success, then you can too. All right. So if you guys have any questions, reach out to me. I'll leave my contact information below. If you're ready to get started with DA, again, check out that link below, mysixfigurebusinessplan.com. And you guys, again, can test out the system, go through the dollar trial, reach out to me if you have questions. And also, too, if you join up with my team, One of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to add you into the private DA forum so you can be around people just like yourself, that are trying this system out, and you can be, right there toe to toe with people that are getting results and that have tried the system, that have been involved for 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 weeks, and you can, meet and talk to people just like you and just like me. And also, I have my own private team, my own private mastermind, loaded with people from Online Sales Pro and Digital Altitude that are specifically down underneath me, and we mastermind every single week. We have webinars every single Thursday, and we teach, train, and coach each other. We lift each other up and help each other out in order, teamwork makes the dream work, guys. So we're there to find you success and help everybody on that team find success. So whatever it is, we're there to help. So hope you guys got some value out of this. And again, if you have any questions, reach out, get started, click that link below, and see the system for yourself. If you have any questions, reach out. I'm happy to help you guys. I will see you at the top of the mountain. I'll also see you on the next video. Bye.